Hi, I'm Callie Syverson.
I'm Jake McInerney.
And we're back to just talk about how the year has gone so far. We just got back from Christmas break, and we've been up to a lot.
Yes, a lot.
Yes.
We first started out with Chicago, and we did that back in September and October, and we absolutely loved that.
Yes.
Callie, would you like to expound upon that?
Yes, Chicago was a lot of fun. I've never done a show where I did so much choreography. It was really a heavy dance-on musical. So we would have 4-hour dance practices almost every night. It was exhausting, but it was a ton of fun. I learned a lot, especially about Fosse's dance moves, and we had a fabulous director / choreographer to teach us all the Fosse dance moves and really just get us into Chicago. And his name is Professor Finocchiaro.
Professor Finocchiaro actually went and studied in New York with some famous people that actually did Broadway or Chicago on Broadway, and other people that taught him a lot of stuff about Chicago. So the fact that our director went and studied all that really brought a very complex. It was very close to the Broadway show. I felt. Yeah.
He even did things like he met with Dancing with the Stars dancer and learned how to do tango so he could incorporate that into the show. So, I mean, it's just a lot of studying, a lot of research. So the directors are fabulous and talented already from the start, but they go and do these things that just make the show even triple better.
Yeah.
So.
And I'd like to see a college that does that besides this one.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Chicago was also a learning experience too, because I had never done such a show that's, well, adult. And it was a learning experience. You go from high school to college, and it's definitely different. But Chicago was classy. It was very classy. It was so well done, and it was just a blast to do. It was just a great way to start off our year as freshmen here in the theater department.
And it was a great stepping stone. Later in the year, we actually started doing rehearsals for Iktomi,
yes.
The children's touring theater.
Yes.
And what that is you practice during the fall, and you create a show, a totally original show. Sometimes you may help create the music, you may help do blocking and all that kind of stuff. And it's a great experience during the fall. And then during the spring, or winter spring, after winter break, we start putting everything into a van and a trailer, and we just go cross country, and it's great.
And the cool thing is we get to work with 2 directors that are master's students in our theater department. One being our director of the entire show, who is Deanne McDonald, and she did just a fabulous job creating the script with all of us. She just really meshed with our cast. And then we had a fabulous musicals director named Lauren Parsons, who's a master's here as well. And she actually graduated originally from college with a music degree. So she was just absolutely hands-on brilliant with creating the music. And it was such a blast being able to create a show. I'd never done that before. And it really helps you expand on what goes into a show and what goes into writing a show. And so I think that's probably the biggest learning experience for me thus far.
Yeah. You tackle a lot of things in Iktomi, or the children's touring theater, excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to do the choreography.
Yeah.
You get to help do the music. You need to help kind of direct. I mean, you get to write the script, basically. I mean, you have so many new experiences with this children's touring theater. So I really encourage everyone who is a incoming freshman or a transfer student to try and get into the touring theater program.
Oh man, it has been so much fun touring. It's been about 2 or so weeks now that we've been out on the road going to elementary schools. I cannot tell you how meaningful it is to perform for little kids.
Yeah,
they just eat it up, and it's just it's so much different than any other kind of performing. You really just learn a lot, and kids appreciate it so much more than the general audience. And so that's been a blast, and we get quite the funny questions after the show.
Yeah. We do a little Q&A after the show, and the kids just love it. They're like, "Hey, how do you do that belly dance on the floor? It's the worm." And they just do cute little things like that. And it's a great experience to go out and just show these kids theater, because a lot of them they probably haven't even seen it before, you know. And it's great to show them.
And that's a really cool thing. When I was growing up in my hometown, I would be awestruck when any theater group came in. I sat there and I was just like, I'm going to do this. And that's the cool thing. We're out there doing this and knowing that there's little kids out in the audience that are looking at all of us going, I'm going to do this. So that's really meaningful too, just because you know that you're inspiring these kids to really go for their dreams, and hopefully in theater.
yeah, hopefully.
Yes.
It's great. Iktomi, it's been amazing so far, and I can't wait until the weeks to come.
Yes.
So also we have been doing that in Chicago.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, in December, I believe, we did Evil Dead, the musical, and I got a part in that, a lead part, a supporting lead, and I am only a freshman.
Yes.
What that means that if you are an incoming freshman, you can do that too. You can do that. This place, MSU, has a great theater department. They allow for so many things. They allow so much freedom for the incoming freshmen. I thought, I probably am not ever going to get into a show when I first came, and I was really discouraged because I thought, there's so many great upperclassmen and everything like that, and you know what? If you really show your stuff, if you make sure that you put your name out there, you can do anything in this department.
Mm-hmm. You really do learn from the upperclassmen the minute you walk into this place. It's amazing how many people are talented. It's the cool thing for Jake too is it was a show that was so fun for our age group. Evil Dead the musical, if you look it up, it's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's definitely meant for our kind of age group. However, that's not saying that it's not saying that adults would enjoy it either. I'm sure there was tons that loved it, but our age group especially just loves that kind of stuff. I mean, the last year we did Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that's just another one that just college kids just absolutely love. So it was really fun for Jake to be able to do a show like that.
I loved Evil Dead. Evil Dead, it's one of those really quirky shows. I mean, you don't usually see that kind of show at any other college, really. I mean, it's really a rare thing to see such a. Let me say weird. It's a weird show. I mean, it is really weird. I mean, granted, it's very funny, but it's weird. But I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. I got up there and I got to show the department my stuff. When I say I got a lead, you get to sing in front of the entire department, because the department has previews that the entire department comes and sees, and you can really put your name and your face out there and try to get more roles later.
Yes. It's a wonderful department here, and we've learned so much. I don't know, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
From the beginning, I walked here, first day, I really thought that I knew so much about theater and stuff, and I cannot tell you how much I learned from the professors here. They're so talented, and they just want to give to these students. They really want us to learn and to leave this college and really just pursue our passions.
They're dedicated.
And I can tell you, I'm like so much better than when I first came here, just from class time.
They really want to prepare you for a career in theater. If you want to do it professionally, they will help you do it. If you want to teach theater, they will help you do it. Anything theater related, they will help you do it.
Yeah. I'm just really excited about what the years to come are going to bring, both Jake and I and all the incoming freshmen, and I hope that for any of you out there that are really looking into this college, that you will just really really come and just meet with the professors and possibly come see a show. I think you'll be quite surprised.
Make sure you see a show.
Yes.
They're great.
The producers are coming up, so that should be a fun one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.